Well, hello, everybody. If you don't remember me, I'm Coach Spartman. This is Unit Data and Statistics, student handout number 5. Today, we're going to take what we've already learned, and we're going to compare dot plots. All right, there's 3 kinds we're going to talk about. Well, there's really 4. One of them is the dots really don't make a pattern. And then there's 3 that do make a pattern. One of the patterns is symmetric, which you can kind of see it looks like a house roof there. Skewed right. Okay, that means the right is lower. So kind of see how it kind of goes up. And skewed left starts low on the left and goes up to the right. Okay? The variability or spread in the data points describes how far apart the data is from one another. This can also be represented by what we did yesterday, the range or the IQR. Okay? The center, the median, and the mean both represent the center of the data. When the data is skewed, then the median is the best representation of the data. So when it's skewed, let's look at the median. When the data is symmetric, then the average is the best. Okay? So we got to figure out which one of the data is better to use. Okay? If the data's skewed, use the median. Like if you're going to have a wreck, get in the median. If everything's going good, stay with the mean. All right. So we got 2 different classes, and they were asked how many minutes each student traveled to school in the mornings. All right, so room 434, they traveled 5. So all we're going to do is there's 1, so 5, 7. We're just adding dots. There's 2 8s, 2 4s, another 7, another 5, another 4, and another 7. Okay, now let's go to 425. So we have 4. You have got, why in the doo-doo does that happen all the flipping time? I don't understand. All right, so you go ahead and do the other one while I'm doing this one, okay? All right, now I'm back to where I'm supposed to be. We have 4, 5, 5, 6, 3, 6, 4, 7. All right. Now, that's what yours should look like. So you should have 4 dots, 2 dots, 2 dots, 1 dot, 1 dot. You don't have to write that. I'm just showing you. All right. Describe the shape of the 2 dot plots above. Which group appears to have the higher number of minutes traveled to school? All right, the first one, room 434, it really don't have a pattern because here's the middle, and it has 2 on the middle, 3 on this side, and then 5 on the other. It's not skewed right, it's not skewed left, and it's not symmetric. So there's really no pattern. So we're going to write room 434 has no pattern. Okay, the other room, 425, what does that look like? It is symmetric. And how do I know that? If we go back over there and look, 1, 2, 2, 1, and then it goes up at the top. You can see it looks like the house roof there. okay? Now, just because it looks like a house roof don't always mean that's symmetric. If it would have been off center, it wouldn't have been symmetric. But 5 is the center, so it is symmetric. All right. The next part of that question is, which group appears to have the higher number of minutes traveled to school? Okay. So all we got to do is look at our graph here. Since this is symmetric, we have all these people who go less than 5 minutes. Over here, we have all these people, we have these people who go more than 5 minutes. Over here, look at Look at all these people that go more than 5 minutes. There's a bunch of them, okay? So which one seems to have had more people that travel further? That is room 434. So room 434 has a higher number of people who travel further. All right, while you're finishing that, number 3 says, what is the median of each data set? So to find the median, we have to arrange them, okay? And so when we go back up here to arrange them, I'm going to erase everything that's not a dot. I'm erasing everything that is not a dot. I may erase the dots, but I'll put them back. All right, so we have to rearrange the data. Okay, we got to go from smallest to largest, and we have to do that on both of them. So on the 434, I'm just going to rearrange it. I'm going to do it up top right here, and I'm going to do the green one, 525 or 425 right there. So let's rearrange these. There's a 4, there's a 4, and there's a 4. So I'm going to go 4, 4, 4. There's 1, 2 5s, so I'm going to go 5, 5. There are no 6s, so the next number is 7. There are 3 of those. So I'm going to go 7, 7, 7. And there are 2 8s, so I'm going to go 8, 8. Now I'm going to go do the bottom one, the green. There's 1 and 3. Mark it off. There's 2 4s. There are 4 5s. 2 6s. And 1 7. Now I'm going to find the median of each one of those. How do you find the median? You just start counting from one from each side at a time. All right, you get these 2. So what is the average of those? 6. Same thing down here. Start marking. What is the average of those? 5. Okay? So room 434 is 6 minutes. And room 425 is 5 minutes. So number 4 says, how does the median number of minutes in room 434 compare to 425? Well, according to this, 434 people take on average or take 1 minute longer. So it takes them longer. We can see that by finding the median, okay, because 6 is more than 5. So let's write this. I'm going to write it in black here. The median number So the median number of minutes traveled to school in room 434 is 1 minute longer. Okay? Number 5 on the back. Mark each of the following statements as true or false based on their information. All right, the distribution of room 434 is symmetrical while the distribution for room 425 is skewed left. That does not look symmetrical. 434 is not symmetrical. So that is false. 425 is symmetrical. The median number of minutes in room 425 is greater than the median number of minutes in 434. Just go back and look. 425 is 5, 434 is 6. So is that a true or false? That's false. Room 434 has a smaller range than 425. Okay? Range is the same thing as IQR. And so if you went and found the IQR, which we did not, okay? All right, so if we go and find the IQR, I really can't erase those red X's, so we're just going to have to look through them. Okay, sorry. What is the middle of these left side right here? Well, it's 4. What is the middle of this side? 7.5. What is the middle of those two? And what is the middle of these? 6 minus 4 is 2, so the IQR of this one is 2. The IQR of this one is 3.5. All right, and that's the range. So the range of 434 is higher by 1.5 than the range of 425. So that also is false. The last one. The distribution for 425 is symmetrical while the distribution for 434 has no pattern. We've already talked about that, and that is true. Those are the type of ACAP questions you're going to get, except maybe not true, false. They may ask you to find the answer. All right. Next one, number 6. It says to set up a table to calculate the MAD of each classroom. All right, so remember to find the MAD, we got to find the average of the average. So first of all, let's find the average of these, okay? Add them up. 5 plus, you go ahead and add them up. I'm going to add them up in my own calculator. I'm going to let Siri tell me, actually. Average these numbers: 5, 7, 8, 8, 4, 4, 7, 5, 4, 7. Yeah, it didn't do it at all. All right, I got 5.9. I got 59 when I added them up, and 59 divided by 10 is 5.9. All right, that's the average for that one. Let's go over here. Let's go over here and find this average. The average over here, you're going to add them up and you're going to get 50. There are 10 of them. So your average is going to be 5. Now, you're going to find the distance from the mean, which is what we did yesterday. I'm going to pause and let you find the MAD of those. You do not have to answer A or B just yet. Just fill in the charts. Pausing now. Okay. This was 0.9 away. This was 1.1, 2.1, 2.1, 1.9, 1.9, 1.1, 0.9, 1.9, 1.1, and it added up to 15. I will zoom out. You will be able to get those. Over here we had 1, 0, 0, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 0, 0. They added up to 8. All right, there you go. Again, there are 10 numbers. So you're going to go 8 divided by 10, and you're going to get 0.8. Over here, you're going to go 15 divided by 10, and you're going to get 1.5. So the MAD for the room 343 was 1.5, and the MAD for the other room was 0.8. All right, so what observations do they want us to make? What can we make from that? So the MAD of room 434 is 1.5. Okay? While the MAD of room 425 is 0.8. Room 425 has data that is closer to the mean. There is more variability in room 434. Room 434, moving on to B, I'm just going to slide that up. Room 434 has a mean average deviation, so it has a MAD that is almost twice that of room 425. 0.6 or 0.8 times 2 is 1.6. That's almost that. So it's almost double that. So 0.8 is almost doubled, okay? All right, that's all the fat guy in the back road. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Adios, amigos.